for sure. What's going on, everybody out there in the world today? As you all know, my name. It looks like I got a damn light freaking with me. So we'll go ahead and turn on the other one. Anyways, make up your mind for you, shall I? Welcome to another edition of this crazy ass dude's ranting, as they say. No. Make up your minds for you, shall I? Okay, now I've already told most of the people that are still, I don't know if y'all are not getting the message or not, but I've made it pretty clear what this stream is going to be about. It's going to be no holds barred, pretty much. It's going to ranges from a lot of things. It could be a million different things, folks. But I've got my gaming stream only on the PS4 itself. That's only going to be strictly for gaming. Nothing else. We know that. Why else would you get on your PS4 stream and do anything other than? But make up your minds for you, shall I? For the past 3 days, I've gotten on here and have checked each day how some of the notifications, and subscriptions and things like that, subscribers. I have went from 14 to 15, then 14 to 13 to 14 in just 2 days, like back and forth. So here, let me make up your mind for you. And I say that in the nice way, as in, if you're not into the kind of things that are political, racial, disputes, anything that has to do with that kind of stuff is going to be talked about on here. Pretty much day in to day out things, or things that just go on or in this country or around the world. It's going to be on this stream. And for some reason, I don't know why, but everybody's favorite word to use on there is, or their little abbreviated, text bullshit is WTF. What the fuck? And it's like, all you have to do is ask, folks, what the fuck? And I'll probably go ahead and just tell you. Look for my drink, which I just had in my hand. What? There it is. But anyway, so I'll make up your mind for you. If you're not into the political scene, if you're not into the racial this big dispute now that we have with the police and all the stuff that I have talked about, which that has been a big topic I have talked about over the last 4 streams, sorry. And, I'm doing it in the most respectful way I can, which is telling the truth of what I see, giving my opinion as to what I think needs to be done. And I've been doing it really cleanly. I haven't been getting on here making too much of a fuss about it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm angered after what happened here in my own crib. But for the most part, it's like this. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all now, if y'all are not into that kind of stuff, when you see my stream come up on here and it comes up under the people and blogs, or blogs and people, blog entertainment, anything like that, then you're going to know that that's this stream. The Spartan 44 is pretty much all of it. It's both of them now, because it's hard-nosed and tough talk. That's why I named it Spartan 44, because I'm, literally 44 is my favorite number. I'm dragging 44 on my game thing, and I just, hey, I figured screw it. So, let me make up your mind for you then. There you go. I just made up your mind for you, because if you're not into that scene, if you're just not even going to back it, if you're not even going to even slightly agree with some of the things that I probably have said on my streams are 110% the way it should either be, or close, or, not even fucking close. Hell, I'll even take that. I'll take the not even fucking close part. I would. I'll take it in a heartbeat. But I'll go ahead and make up your minds for you on that one. Thank you. Some beef jerky. Thank you.
Good accents.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too. Be careful. But I don't know what it's going to take to get you people to just stick with me on this more than 2 or 3 days. It's like, I know some of y'all keep getting off of there thinking, oh, he's dragging attention from the police and stuff. Well, no. People, I'm not drawing any more attention from the police or warranting any more attention from them than 15 other people I know that would agree with me on every damn topic that I have discussed about the police and the brutality issues and just the racial brutality that they have put on black people lately has been crazy. It's insane crazy. Today, from what I understood, they had come across a black guy who was mentally disturbed. I need to read more into it before I even come close to saying anything really on it. I want to look up some of the news feeds. The only problem is that when you're on here, I can still video record, but I don't think any of y'all get picture-in-picture screen on here. I'd have to figure out how you do it. In the meantime, something about a mentally ill black man shot because he asked somebody for money. Let me see. Now, alright, I'm going to say that it says here he approached 2 very wealthy white people, it looked to be. He says they looked like they had no problem with money. Once they said no, he continued to push about the issue. Got a little smart. And here we go back to losing the issue. We're losing sight of the issue again. They're just going to take that and they're going to run with it like it's 2 rich white people that didn't give a shit about the black man. When have they ever? And things like that. That's when we're once again going to be losing sight of the objective. The objective is not to say that, oh, white people don't understand or don't care. No. The objective here is what? To get it through to the people that I don't think have very much education on this whole thing, like racism or whatever. If they don't know much about it, why would you want to teach them? But you have to nowadays, because if you don't, they're going to end up getting their butt beat, or they're just going to get crucified, pretty much in the words of not actually knowing when you should say something, when you shouldn't, when you should actually put it in a way that's a little bit more respectable to yourself and to the person. White people are not allowed to say the N-word. Well, by God, I say black people are not allowed to say cracker. I think if we're allowed to call each other whiteies, white people, if that's what we want to do, if that's what we choose to do, okay. But I'm a little bit lost because, once again, I was sitting here last night thinking, okay, people are starting to see, people are starting to wake up, people are starting to notice that this is not about one individual, this is not about just one person here. This is about the betterment, actually, that it will help on both sides of this. White people in general, too, because, like I said, there's a lot of white people that are not educated in the ways of what you can say, what you should say, what you shouldn't say. I just think that it's getting a little bit too much on the whole. All right, listen, we see what police do, and we're not blind to the fact. But what we are not liking is how you're twisting 1 bad cop, 5 bad cops, 10 bad cops, 20 bad cops. Okay, don't twist those 20 bad cops, and even if they were white, make them think that all white people look at that like that. Just don't. Anybody that gets in here and hears the truth will run, and that dude just ran or a woman just ran because they heard the truth. Probably black. Hate to say it. I've noticed that black people are not liking the truth. And the truth is it's like they don't want white people with them. It's like they don't want the white people to agree with them. I feel like they don't want white people to agree with them sometimes. I feel like if you can't hear the truth, get the fuck out of my stream. I'm going to be honest. If you can't handle that, go ahead and get out of it. That's just the God's honest truth, because you will be constantly upset, or you'll be constantly pissed, or you won't watch it, or to whatever end. It doesn't bother me on that part. For most of you all who can't take it, that's fine. I'm like, all right, if you don't want to hear it and you don't want to listen to it, you don't have to. That's your freedom. But if you got a sensitive attitude, if you have, say, a sensitive just anything towards it, you will not want to be in my fucking stream listening to me talk about it. Yeah. Because I'm tired of babying people on it, and I'm tired of sugarcoating it. This is the way it is. This is just playing out the way it is, people. I feel like at times black people are going, all right, white people seeing now. Oh, y'all just seeing now? No, we're not just seeing now. We've seen it all along. What it is that you all are finally stepping up to the plate big time. That's what I've been waiting on this whole time. I was like, watch, they're going to take only so much of it. I said this years ago. I said, the black community is only going to take so much of the police doing what they keep doing. They're only going to take so much before it ends up just going boom right in the police's face. And before it honestly turns and bites them right in the fucking neck. Bite them in the ass, however you want to put that. Now, what I haven't liked is that the ones that are trying to, it's like y'all can't trust us because we're white. So I'm thinking, all right, we're still where we're at. It's like we're still where we were, and it's going to take just more than words or more than a hop, skip, and a jump to get us where we'd like to be. And I think everybody knows where that is. No more of this bullshit of, oh, because you're black, you didn't get a job. Because you're white, you're now not getting jobs. Like, it's getting done both ways, and I know because I've dealt with it in the food stamp bit. I went to get food stamps once, and we dealt with a black lady who was racist. She hated white people. Admitted it, that she did not like white people. What you doing in the food stamp business? I have no idea how she's able to even grant food stamps. It's beyond me. So we got up, walked out. Said, well, we'll be talking to your supervisor. Well, I am the supervisor. I said, well, you got a boss too, lady. Black couple comes in, man, you could hear her in there. Oh, how y'all doing? Sit down, we'll help you out. She was hating on the white people and giving it to the blacks. So it's kind of like we have created that monster. And I've always told people that. I said back in the day, I was like, all right, if we keep continuing to go straight racial on everything, then eventually you're going to create a monster. Do you know that most black people are stating that the ones that are making something of themselves, that have like good jobs, families, nice cars, and all that stuff, well, the ones that live in the ghettos that are poor, well, they're calling them white blacks, basically just, basically hate them because they are doing good in their lives. Don't hate them, guys. They're doing it because, come on, they're doing it for their children, themselves, and to live a better life, so they won't be looked at in society. Because you know how society can be so easy to judge you by your job, by your clothes, by just whatever, man. Most people probably look at me and think, he doesn't have a fucking clue what he's talking about. Look at him, long hair, silver gray hair, whatever. All this other stuff. Judge a book by its cover, if you will. Whatever. It's the worst thing I would not recommend ever judging a book by its cover. I've done it a million times, and I was sorry every time I did it. But we are now seeing that they're switching the roles in movies and stuff. They're making it like the white people are more black, the blacks are more white acting. It's really strange. And I've always thought that, okay, that's been our problem from day one, too. The way movies, TV, and all that want to twist shit. And ladies, I hate to say this, but here's one thing. Only thing I'm gonna say about that equality shit y'all keep hollering about, because that's my next subject. I'm jumping back in that again because god damn, I mean, just the other day, this chick was terrified, but yet y'all don't need men. She was so terrified she thought she had to call the police, her mom, and fuck the embassy, and like she called everybody, and I was like, honey, you do realize that I had talked to your mom, everything was fine, everybody was established alive. Because obviously this stupid idiotic bitch thought I literally shot my family or something, I guess. I just was disgusted when I heard that. But 6 hours later, like I said, and all that, but I'm not going to get into that. But the ladies, y'all don't need men. Y'all can do it on your own. Don't get completely attached to a man financially. I will tell you that right now, ladies. I think it is nice to, if y'all get yourselves financially just attached to a man doing everything for you, yeah, you won't know if something happens to him. You will not have a clue of how to manage money or how to do it at all. Like, I'm not great at managing it. I know how to count it. I know how to use it smartly and stuff like that. It's just I'm not managing it is a different thing, you know. So, but anyway, it just kills me because I've been looking up all these cases. All these women have done the same fucking thing. Called the police, called the police, and called the police. Well, I hate to tell you this. Now the police are looking at you all like, hey, y'all want equal rights. And you know that most cops are men, so yeah, there's a lot of women cops now, a lot more than you used to see. One of them, though, right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, makes me so disgusted. It was that one that shot that boy in the car. Thought it was her taser. You know what, right? Look, I've got my gun as a silver and I can pick it up right now and know the difference. You know how weight, handle. Oh yeah, look. Why don't you look, you stupid bitch? She had to have just blindly went, you know what? Give me something. She may have been hollering taser, but they handed her a pistol and said, here, honey, have fun. She just, I don't know, man. She looked like a bitch. She did. She looked like a bitch. Like, she had been dealing with those riots for 2 or 3 days, sleep deprived. That could have been a little bit of a factor, maybe. Doubt it. She knew what she was doing. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm only one white voice for, against what I see in the police. Yes, major reform. We need major reform. I'm not talking about, hey, just throw some more body cams on them and throw them on the streets. No, major fucking reform. I'm talking about bring these sons of bitches all back in, set them the fuck down one at a time if you have to. Talk to them, find out which ones need to be cops, which ones should be cops, and all that. Hey, listen, you're going to find so many bad apples in that bunch. You're going to find a billion of them. You're going to be saying, damn, we have been cutting corners. We have been hiring people and getting them in here just because we're shorthanded, just because the economy's bad, or just because whatever reason it is that they pick to cut that corner and whatever they, decide to do on that one. I got something in my hair. Anyway, it just, oh man, I remember the first time I got up. One time I was about 14, 15 years old. I got up one morning and I walked to the living room and TV was on. And I believe it was during the Rodney King incident. And that was a whole different ballgame. I mean, like, he was on crack cocaine and all this other stuff, yes, but he didn't deserve to get shit beat out of him like that. Now, if he was resisting arrest, okay, yeah, they're going to do that, but did he still warrant getting the shit beat out of him like that? Just the sticks, just going at him like this was medieval times, like he was fucking somebody in the Salem witch trials. You know what I mean? No, he didn't deserve all that. So it started from there, and then ever since, it's just been this crazy roller coaster. I feel like it goes up, and then it goes down. It goes up, it goes down, it goes around circles, loops. I'm just like, then we slow down a little bit. Those sections that they slow down a little on, and then we are right back at it again. Folks, what the hell is it going to take? What is it going to take? How many corpses of black kids is it going to take? How many corpses of black young women and men? How many corpses is it going to take just in general of people? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not speaking only to the black communities here. I'm talking to everybody. I'm speaking to everybody. Because in all reality, they're the ones who have the anchor thrown on their leg with a rope right now, and they're being trying to be drugged out of the ocean. I feel like they are trying to drown them, and the way they're trying to drown them is by, quite simply, here, let's make the world look at them as troublemakers, looters and only rioters and things like that. That's all I was seeing. That is all I saw for like 130 some days. Then it got up to 160 some days of just pure, every damn night it was something caught on fire, a riot. It was a protest. No, riot. It was a riot of some sort. It was breaking small businesses. I mean, why would you do that shit? I have no idea. I mean, I don't understand why you're targeting a small business when you know that is a community deal. That is like in the community right there in itself, and that's probably somebody that you talk to every fucking day. Why you would do this, I have not a clue. Never will understand that. And I'm telling you right now, these fucking southern idiots down there that don't want to wake up and say, hey, it's 2021. Y'all motherfuckers need to go. Y'all need to go, and so do the race. Anybody racist anymore, I think, needs to go. I just think needs to go. Put them on their own little island somewhere. Give them their own country, and per se, here you go, motherfuckers. Have your own little island of racism, and y'all can duke it out there or kill each other there. Just keep it away from us. It's going to be very hard. I mean, this is something that is not going to be eradicated overnight, or if ever. Because if we were born equal, I mean, yeah, I would say, well, we were born equal. That's ours to it now. We weren't born that way. We, under the law, are equal, though. I've said this a million times. And some will disagree with me and say that, no, we are equal. It's just that our only skin is the only thing. The color of our skin is the only difference. And I will go, but we aren't equal in all things. We really aren't. And that's because man has made it that way. Now a woman is pushing her way into politics, which in my listen, ladies, call me sexist, but I don't believe y'all belong in politics, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Y'all are very sensitive to politics. Y'all let politics get to your head too much, and then the feeling comes out, and I feel like y'all go straight on gut. Y'all just go on gut feelings alone. And you don't think about the consequences of what's going to happen. Say you do get the equal rights for women. You, like I said, better be passing some strict bylaws or something. Better be putting something over in writing to the left or right that states, yeah, we gave equal rights to women, but that doesn't mean that you can, you know what I mean, start typing it in right then and there. If not, you're going to get a million of them killed right out of the gate. It'll be the day y'all stamp that women are equal as men, that are treated equal as men. If they punch you, you can punch them back. All of that stuff. Like, if they make it like that, think about that. Just think about that for a minute. Say they made the law where women are 100% now treated equally in the law, in the eyes of the law, like men. Okay? That's not going to roll. I can see it now, man. Every 15 seconds you turn that TV on or you turn the internet on. A guy in this killed his ex, or a woman in this killed this, or it's going to be mainly the women, because there's a lot of men out there who won't particularly do what they're doing because they're afraid to go to jail. Well, now they could just use an excuse. Get around the woman. If you're not supposed to be around the woman, your ass is grass anyways. If you have, she has a restraining order, but say she doesn't, and hey man, you can make up anything. Well, I come to get my clothes. She said this is that. She hit me. I punched her. That's the sad part about equality. For women, I feel like that's what they would have to do, no doubt. And just in general, if you want equality in any way, shape, or form, I think with black people, if you want the black community to be treated equally, then it's time to start giving them opportunities. We don't give them enough opportunities. We don't give them enough opportunities to prove themselves in the work field, politically. Now we're getting more and more people that are of color that are going into the government services and things like that. But ask any probably black man that was thinking about going into the army, will they go into the army now? Yeah. After seeing that video, ask any, retired black man who is maybe was in Desert Storm, or whatever he was in. Ask him, does he really feel appreciated for what he has done for the country? No. I guarantee the answer is hell fucking no. Because, in all honesty, if you take a look at not just the Civil War, I mean, they had ropes and everything waiting for them in the South after they were freed. They weren't really free. They were free to be murdered, I felt like. There wasn't no laws he placed in there, too. That was Abraham Lincoln trying to press slavery out of the way and to kind of slate his own and chisel his own name in history books. And he did. So, not that he wasn't a good man. It was just that he wasn't the man people are portraying him for so many years. He aided, abetted, and pushed and nudged and tugged and did everything he could, bribed and whatever to get those votes to pass the 13th Amendment. Hell, the guy in Kentucky didn't even want to do it, and then he just did it out of the last second when he looked around and saw everybody else was saying it too. So he didn't want to be the one to not go, I. Back then it was I, nay or yay. It's still been that way, but and then if you're for it, it's I'm for it. Nay, I'm against it. Yay, I'm for it. But it doesn't take much to figure politics out, people. It doesn't take much. And all you have to do is just sit there and really, really pay attention to it. It's all about money. It's all about people that are in specific placement to put you then up the next chain, up the next step of the ladder. Where you need to go next, they feel. Where you'd be the most valuable. Relations now with other countries have never been as bad as they have here recently. I've noticed YouTube won't even let me post particular things in some countries. It's crazy. It's like some of my videos that I made were literally, they were partially banned. And in some of these countries that you never would have thought, like Japan, was completely for it. China was not. You would think China would be. No, China was completely against half of the shit I throw on there. Yeah. It ain't going on here. Batman, nothing Batman's allowed over there. Well, it's been 30, folks, and that's just my first little walk wonka, as I say anymore, like Charlie Brown's teacher on the phone. Wonk, 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 wonk. Because anymore, I feel like sometimes that's what I'm doing, even though I'm not. I think about this as I go to bed at night, and I think about this when I wake up. Because, I like to think. I think a lot. Too much, actually. Overthinker. But I'm going to get off here, folks, and you all stay safe out there. Just remember, hey, the guy to your left, the guy to your right, the woman to your left, the woman to your right, whoever it is. Just always remember, if they're in trouble, they need help, help them. Do you think you can help them? Help them. Haley, that's the problem. Nobody's willing to actually help anymore. And you show a little bit of humanity, shit, man, we might save a little bit of it, what we got left of it. Because there ain't much left. And I think that's what we got to learn again. This country's got to learn humanity again. Y'all be safe out there, folks.